Hi there, everybody. I know it's been a while since I've been on social media and content and stuff, but I have some news for you. I was made redundant by my old job, and it's always, a crazy feeling. It was nothing on my part. It was simply that the company couldn't keep us on. So the last 3 weeks have been a bit mental, as you all know, when things are a bit uncertain. So I was scrambling around for another job, and then I found something. It was in sales, and I don't know if you guys know anything about sales, but it's very demanding, very competitive. I essentially had to be outside stores and talk to people about signing up to a subscription to help charities out. And essentially, you're on your feet the whole day. You work from 8 a.m. to about 7 p.m. at night, very demanding schedule. By the time you get back home, you're super exhausted. So I just didn't have the energy and the time to put into content creation. So I apologize for that, but we're back on it. And the good news is I found another job which will allow me to work from home, not as demanding. So I will be safe and I can get back to making content, which I love. So this week was really interesting. We went to a Zimbabwean music night and it was performed by Sekuru. It was a really great experience. They played essentially with African traditional instruments like the mbira and nyunga nyunga, and they told stories. It was a beautiful experience, and you learned a lot about how music was passed down from the ancestors to us in the form of a story. And while I was doing it, I had this thought. It was really amazing how when you see something where you're from Africa and you can experience it, people give you such a nice feeling. They make you feel like you're back home. And so I started thinking about this. Why can't we always show community when we're in a Western country or a country that's not our own, but we basically treat everyone that looks like us as family? Because essentially, growing up in South Africa, I witnessed xenophobia to people that were Zimbabwean in South Africa, people that were Nigerian in South Africa. And the crazy thing was that when you come here, we're all treated the same. We all look the same. And I had this conversation with my dad. We're Sri Lankan. And so there was a civil war in Sri Lanka that happened. And it was between the Tamil people and the Sinhalese people. And obviously, my parents are from a different time. They felt threatened. So, they were always a bit apprehensive. But I had a talk with my dad and I told him essentially, we are the same. I am the same as a Tamil person in Sri Lanka. We are both Sri Lankan. And what we should try to do is we should try have a better understanding of each other and to ensure that we can be better people for the future. So, my message to you is cast aside all differences. If you're from the same continent, practice and preach unity because that's the way we should do it. Anyway, guys, enjoy the scenes that I'm about to show you, and we'll see you on the other side. Thank you very much.
As he followed the enchanted music, winding his way through the dense undergrowth of the forest, he reached a clearing, bathed with the soft glow of moonlight. There, underneath an ancient baobab tree, he beheld a sight. A group of animals in a circle, large and small, sang, each playing an instrument. From the mbira to the hoshos, and the drums. As he sang in a voice that only the creatures seemed to understand, Vutijena was filled with an overwhelming rush of inspiration that coursed through his body. He wanted to take part of this wondrous music. Desperate to contribute his voice to the symphony of the forest, Vutijena approached Shumba the lion and asked if he could join this enchanted ensemble. Shumba the lion grinned and nodded and handed him a drum made out of hollowed out tree trunks and animal bark. And with each drum beat, the music grew louder and more vibrant. And it was as though the soul of the spirit was responding to his rhythm. Join in, my son. Mondoro. 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 Mondoro.
Say no.
Oh
It's such a weird scale. I don't know what it is.